Welcome back to Nino Kuni 2.
101 Grimulkins.
What he said. Yeah, rest at the end, blah blah blah, insert guilders, blah blah blah, whatever.
You know, I'll admit, it is fun when we...
Lofty's Evermore adventure.
It is guilders in mouth.
It is fun when we actually get to voice for them.
Alright.
Everyone's asleep. They look so cute when they sleep.
Like cloaks, man. The lot of them.
Do we ever
Also, Leander, interesting position you're doing for the sleep.
That's the same position I used. That's it.
No.
If you don't know, there is a language to that. I'll explain later.
Yep.
Me blessed eardrums will pop at this rate.
So yeah, interesting character trait. Bracken has heavy sleep. Sure.
How the heck is Bracken still sleeping after that?
Her head's so full of gears, man. The noise really gets through to her brain.
You'd think Bat would be the heavy sleeper.
Well, she does stay up very late, inventing every night.
Yeah, there's that too. Yeah.
To the point where she apparently sleeps in her own dreams.
So that's weird, isn't it, though? Maybe we should leave her be then, eh?
Lofty, don't abandon her.
That would not do at all, I am afraid.
I'm still wondering why only just now she's appeared in these dreams of us.
Evan! Oh, Evan!
Oh, no.
Will that ever be explained, I wonder?
No.
How many weird places are we going to have to chase this guy through? Does he really still need us to prove ourselves?
Unfortunately, you have to deal with a lot in this sort.
Not taking this shit seriously.
Believe me, I do not go running hither and
Hither and thither.
Out of choice. Staying one step ahead of the nightmares is just so very hard, you see. In any case, you know the drill by now. We'll talk more when you reach your destination.
Right.
Or he's like,
Basically,
wake me up, he's like, I can't wake up.
Wake me up inside, save me, call my name.
Okay, so as we leave
Evan, are you okay?
So as we leave Bracken there, completely defenseless and asleep.
No, don't you see, Shiroi? She can't wake up. It can't wake up inside.
Don't worry, Dwebs. We put her in our dimensional pocket until she wakes up.
Anyway, Pedro, in case you're wondering, thither means to or toward that place.
Again, I'm learning so many words thanks to Level 5's localization department.
That's actually a word that we have in our vocabulary as well, technically.
Well, yeah, that doesn't mean I have it, Joe.
Also, according to Urban Dictionary, again, it's at least one of the entries, and I quote, how Mike Tyson pronounces the word Caesars.
Who says video games don't teach you anything?
Idiots, that's who.
Some kids' parents. Not mine, but
The parents who bought the kid the console in the first place.
Yeah, it's like, I know these things don't teach you anything, but if it'll shut you up for an hour,
Pretty much.
Why are you playing them too much? You bought it.
That's the thing. It didn't happen to me. My father also played Mega Drive with me.
Oh.
My dad played PlayStation with me.
Fun fact, he was a big fan of Super Angon. He still is. Too.
Ah. So it's kind of like Ryozuki.
Oh,
Wow.
there's Bracken.
Oh my god, how did we wake up Bracken?
The warrior, the lord among beasts, who doth weighty by the sluggish of movement, but he is sharp of mind, and sly to boot. Know too that he can summon countless underlings.
Yeah, I think this is another nightmare, actually.
And he's vulnerable to water. So yeah, use water spells.
And apparently he's preferable to the lunar eclipse.
Yeah, well, you see it.
Oh, actually, no, the nightmare is later on.
You see it. This game has as a thing where they do explain the very important stuff, but some of the more minor things are just left to your imagination, don't you know? It's because the writers are too lazy. I mean, because they want the players to have a good experience.
It's gonna forever haunt my mind.
Well, this is a dream world. It's not like it needs to follow real world logic.
All right, this is actually...
Flip. What are they doing up there,
Yeah,
man?
this is introducing a new concept.
Gosh! We better stay in mind. We better keep in mind that we might be attacked from up there too.
I am in my mind. I'm dreaming, man. Roger that. If I see anything raining down from on high, I'll give you a shout.
We don't mean
Thank
it
you,
literal.
Lofty.
There you
That
go.
would be
Go ahead,
very helpful. God,
All
I'm in
part of
tune
the
with
service,
Evan.
man. Now let's get these critters clobbered, shall we?
It's
It's
amazing.
covering time.
Also, Lofty, I'm pretty sure Evan didn't mean that literally. Yeah, again.
It's my job to
There you go.
clarify.
There you go. That was unfortunately I barely managed it, but I still was hit with it quickly, so I got confused. But yeah, those little fairies in the background, they shoot at you. However, so use your own projectile attacks to defeat it.
Later fights will start spawning enemies on the sidelines constantly, so you better keep the eye open for the entire arena.
That being said, they will get killed if the main enemy gets killed.
Yeah.
So always keep an eye on prioritizing the main enemy, because the underlings will just keep respawning over time.
All right, into the TARDIS we go.
Well, technically, this is not time travel; it's dream traveling. So
It's the outline of the door. It looks a bit like a TARDIS to me.
It seems so. My own memories have gotten themselves mixed up in this particular memory lane.
Oh, joy.
Hello.
So this must be a place from your past.
Yes, this is where I play the shitty games that, you know.
Ho ho ho! Could it be? Perhaps.
Can I have time, please?
Go ahead
go to 7.
Whoever it is, it's certainly quieter than the ones which we usually find
7.
ourselves.
Okay.
Which should mean that it takes the nightmares a little longer to find me. Not long now until Saviordom is finally yours. Let's meet at that lovely house as usual, shall we?
Right.
What could possibly go wrong?
Alright, get ready
3,
and
2, 1, go.
Yeah.
By the way, there happen to be some enemies out here too.
don't worry, we'll just ignore them.
But how do we know they won't follow us to the house?
Because they're under-leveled compared to us, so they won't even try.
But they might report to the bad guys where we are.
Don't worry, Ivan, they're mindless monsters, they don't possess that ability.
That's what they always think, and then they end up regretting it later.
Hang on, we're in a dream. Why can't we just imagine like a cannon and blast them away?
Because it's not that kind of dream,
Get your
sadly.
Nightmare on Elm Street logic out of here, mister.
Well,
Because
technically, going by Nightmare on Elm Street logic, you don't get to control your own dream. That's all Freddy's doing.
I guess.
Yeah, congratulations. Evan, when we said we wanted to build bridges between kingdoms, we meant it in a figurative sense.
Pardon me.
Well, I mean, we have plenty of bridges around here. I mean, hell, you claim to be an adventurer, why not climb up?
Sage's secret.
Well, I would if I could, but I prefer to jump.
Jumping's...
Alright.
There you go. I think this is now the nightmare.
You fixed your bed here while I was having fun laughing at it. Gosh,
Damn,
that's
Tawny,
rude,
damn.
And these words well would be warrior, truly evil, don't lie, to rain attacks upon thee, into the maelstrom at thy peril, it is weak against light. So Evan will be right up because he has light magic.
Alright guys, I got just the thing. Everyone grab a torch, we'll just turn them on and shine them at him.
That's...
Provided we don't burn them.
No, I meant like an electronic torch.
Right.
Maybe it's like in Blade 2 when we actually burn them because ultraviolet rays.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a nightmare, okay.
The Nightmare Queen, I think.
Yeah. Moveset-wise, she functions like the Chimera enemies.
Watch this.
Oh, King,
Actually, it's the Nightmare. Did you just assume my gender?
Sure, why not?
Well, both of them look the same.
Really, Jova?
Well, apparently.
Ouch.
Oh.
Let's slice it up.
Weird, but... Well, I must be not remembering right. Or maybe it's for later. No, so, if I recall correctly, some of the Nightmares did have some dialogue during their fights.
No, that's later too.
Okay.
You're thinking about the memory lanes where we actually do get the meaty story parts.
Okay.
didn't
ones are
even
just-
break a sweat.
A taste, yeah, true.
Again, you can tell this. Again, you can tell this is supposed to. You're supposed to start this this expansion mid main campaign, and then go through it over the course of the main campaign as you grind, as you level up and shit.
Why do
'Cause,
I feel so nervous?
I don't know, Evan. There's something nostalgic about this house, though. I can't quite place it, though.
It makes me wonder what life would be like if
Welcome, welcome, one and all. Tonight it's finally time to officially certify you all as apocalypse-ready salvation providers.
Yeah.
Apocalypse.
Well, after some minor preliminaries, of course.
Sure.
I'd like to tell you the tale of this dear little house, if I may.
Can we?
Let me guess, this is the house you were
Shut up,
raised
get to
in.
learn something.
Don't you see, Mr. Dwebs? It's all for the purpose of nostalgia for the players of the first game. It's tied to the tale of another savior, you see, a great wizard. This is the place where he was born.
When did you guys get
Uh-huh.
it?
The real house was in another world, but he traveled to this one in search of a way to save his beloved mother.
Did he now?
So this is actually a recreation of the house. It's not the actual real house.
It's actually the same house or completely scenario that you see in the sequence where Evan talks to his mother right after he defeats Shadar.
He visited all
You mean
worlds.
Oliver?
Sorry, my bad.
He didn't just visit it, he saved it. Oh yes, saved it from certain disaster. Play the first game if you want to see for yourself. And then he went back home to this world, leaving only the wizard's companion behind.
Huh.
Now all you need to do is find it, and once you've signed the pledge on the first page, you'll be able to access the magical martial method therein, and become savior-level spellcasters yourselves.
It's that easy?
Yeah,
What an inconvenience.
He then, rumor has it, he then encountered a boy and his whiny friend, but I don't want to talk about that right now.
you're not a moment too soon, because a certain someone out there is very much in need of saving.
What, his girlfriend?
No. Someone from your world, not from all of ours. And so to our final treasure hunt. This time it won't just be Scratch you're looking for. It will be the book itself. Now, everybody, if you remember, anyone who remembers the first game will know where the book is. Does anybody remember where the book
Oh.
I played this section, so I know, but I'll not tell.
is? The great book sits and waits for you. Its breath held still as stone. So wicked spells and thieving hands both leave it well alone. There you go. There's your clue in case you hadn't played the first game.
Uh-huh.
It's hidden somewhere safe and sound, if somewhat unexpected, while other books fear such a place are spell books and effect.
Yep.
Now off you go and find it, and when you do, be sure to sign the pledge, like in the first game.
Right. I wonder what that hero before me was like.
Where could it be? Where could the wizard's companion be?
Gee, I wonder. It could be
Yeah.
anywhere.
It was in Lofty's back pocket the whole time.
Nope.
So
Nope.
we just wasted our time.
In the fireplace.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
Sherry, if you don't like that, you're not gonna like the end of Red Dwarf Series 7.
Oof.
Ugh,
'Cause that
it's
was
like a
similar to
litter
that
box
as
in
well.
there.
Oh dear.
And so
Oh!
everyone in the vicinity was blinded and couldn't read
I
the
love,
book.
I love how in this game it looks exactly like the physical version that comes with the
This
first
is it! The wizard's companion!
Yeah, but the light's in the eyes now. I can't read it.
Don't worry, that'll wear off eventually, and then I'll be able to see it.
Oh, well done,
Bloody
well
hope
done.
so.
And thank you. Now you can become the best spellcasters anywhere. He's not kidding. This martial method is key to beating the hardest parts of this game.
Also, this theme.
Yeah, this theme sounds familiar. Wizard's Companion. There you go. You can feel it, can't you? The power of the magical martial method detailed within its pages. If you want to read it, purchase the first game. You can now select the Wizard's Companion martial method from the equipment screen. Alright, so the Wizard's Companion is a martial method that will slow down time when you're casting spells, enabling you to use a special technique to make your magic hit way harder.
So, like which time?
Basically, yeah. Icons corresponding the B, A, or the face buttons will appear when you're casting. Press the right ones and you'll boost spell strength and add bonus strikes and other extras. I'm guessing Hino is a Bayonetta fan.
That makes me wonder.
Pressing a button will bring up another selection of icons, and the more you can get through before the time runs out, the more extra effects you'll be able to add.
Oh,
basically-
jolly good.
Jolly good indeed. When you run out of time or hit the maximum number of button presses, any power boost you've added will be applied, and the original spell will be cast. So basically, you'll be able to see for yourself better when I do it in action. You won't be able to move while building up to cast a spell, but the evade command will cancel the spell and free you to avoid foes. However, any MP will not be restored. So basically, when you try to use the Worthless Companion, there's a risk to it. So make sure you use it wisely.
Fair dinkum.
There's also the Spell Stringer. One of the things that you can do is the Spell String, which adds bonus blasts of all elemental types without using MP. However, it doesn't increase the strength of the main spell. And there's a Spell Strengthener, and adds extra oomph to your main spell, and any ensuing bonus blast. So basically, you can choose to either strengthen your main spell or add extra little bits to it. So
I guess one good comparison, Joel, would be imagine a magical version of the roulette limit breaks from Tifa from Final Fantasy 7. Time literally stops for you to choose the select result. You can get a hit, a miss, or thanks to the booster, potentially, a critical.
Yeah, try your best not to press the X because it cancels out. It makes you miss that one chance.
I wonder.
X is bad. Don't hit X.
And then at the end, all it's done according to the sequence of your input.
Hey, Tio, you think they're gonna maintain the roulette for Tifa in the 7 remake?
The gameplay so far hasn't shown that.
Imagine
so,
being able to circle through all her
But
specials
whatever.
just like in the original.
And so we find our saviors.
That's shaking. It must be.
Alas, it seems we bought ourselves enough time to find the book, but no more. They have caught up with us again.
The Popo are after us again.
So be it. See you some other sleepy time.
Let's book it, gang. Wait, we're running out of inns to visit.
So
Sure.
go sleep in your own bedroom then.
Apparently, only an inn will work, Lofty.
I'm afraid that if we don't find one, we won't be able to meet anymore.
Yeah, why can't we just go in our own bedroom?
Does it absolutely have to be an inn?
There you go, we was actually asking.
It's the only place where enough dreams mix and mingle to bring about the conditions required.
What if everyone
Almost
sleeps
impossible.
outside in a field somewhere?
What
It's
if
almost
we...
impossible.
We live
So there you
in
go.
a
The reason people have been seeing this thing only in inns is because that's where most people are sleeping at one specific place at the same time.
I know, what if I had a sleepover at my kingdom then?
That could work,
we
I
live,
guess.
we live in a kingdom. We live in a kingdom with a giant palace that a lot of people sleep in. Plus, there's a lot of sleepy people in and around.
Do you want
the
us to
palace
build
too.
an inn in Evermore?
She right?
You're a genius, Evan. Let's head home and get to work.
No,
My
you're
God,
not.
she's been...
Do you want to build a tavern? I
She-
don't know. No, it's the same ring, I guess.
Do you want-
We already have a tavern too.
No,
True,
no.
but inn I don't think makes the line enough long, so I was trying to find another synonymous.
I
It's
got a
actually not
better...
a bad idea. Nothing says world-beating kingdom like a classy hotel, right?
No,
Do you want to
nothing
build
says-
a hotel?
No.
It could
Yeah,
be the
sure,
greatest
why
one
not?
of all.
Bracken, no, nothing says world-beating kingdom like a giant cannon.
This is why last year not in charge of
An
the
inn shaped like a cannon. That's perfect.
No, I mean,
Indeed.
we
And
built the
what nation
cannon.
would not be
Yeah,
able
What
to-
Lofty said. Let's go.
Oh, great.
And what nation would not be able to welcome the wealthy foreign visitors with such very good will leave an improved tourism and everything.
Great idea, Lofty. We're going to end up making a hotel fashioned after a cannon now.
But won't we bring nightmares right into our own backyard?
Ooh, that could be bad for publicity.
Shut up, Roland.
Not if you build carefully and discreetly. You must hide it from them. Your eyes. Can
Evan,
be deceived.
Wait, but
Ro-
hold on. They're nightmares. How are we supposed to hide from them?
Roland, besides Roland, it's my job to pick
Hold
up
on,
the
Leonard is,
biggest stuff.
with the use of some form of magical barrier, perhaps? Intriguing.
My job to pick the
Yes,
stuff
yes,
apart.
and the
It's
Wizard's
not yours.
Companion contains the perfect spell for such a purpose. You'll be able to build a wonderful establishment. I know you will.
Let me guess. This was all just a ploy to make me make my own hotel, wasn't it?
It's a real free estate scheme.
I suppose You know, those monsters actually gave us a lot of time to discuss our plan, actually. Suppose we can't very well give up now, though. Alright, we'll build somewhere to stay in Evermore.
Yeah.
That was random.
Tanya approves of this situation.
The new moon.
I will look forward to seeing you there, dear friends. Until then...
Is there really any reason why Tony went so bad to make a hotel? Unless... Does she want to make one of those hotels like Nintendo used to make them?
Oh,
I mean,
no.
now,
That
we
would
will
no.
meet again.
Definitely
must.
not. How do you know what those are, Evan?
Well, Rowan told me.
Well, to be honest, Evan is being called on.
That's-
Beep, beep, boop, boop. Your steward were saying some strange stuff last night. Something about rabbits. How many times do I have to say it? No rabbits here. You must have been having some kind of weird dream. Boop, beep.
You were listening to me sleep?
Also, Shiroi, poor Evan
Of
is being,
course, it
is being
is my
exposed
job.
to all forms of corruption in this world. At this
So,
point, I'm
yeah.
pretty sure that's tame.
Yeah, I
yeah,
guess.
So yeah, the martial methods are secret techniques we already know, and we've learned it. There you go.
Anyway, but yes, Roland told me about the old history of Nintendo and how they used to make these very exquisite hotels back in the day.
Is Nintendo some kind of new treehouse or something?
Sort of. In fact, they have a treehouse that could give Broadleaf a run for its money, believe it or not.
So, okay, then everybody, we're gonna knock Broadleaf down. There's no need for it now.
Wait, hold on, but it's in Roland's world, not ours.
Well, we could just teleport it here, can't we?
Why don't we
Does
just
anyone have a
broadcast
nuke?
it?
Sorry, Evan? Sorry, what was that, Evan?
We could just broadcast it and we wouldn't have to destroy Broadleaf.
Alright then, we'll broadcast Broadleaf's destruction then.
Naughty, why does everything begin with destruction for you?
Because it's the only way that progress can be made.
Lofty, what did we say about trying to compensate for inadequacies?
It's pointless and will ultimately get everybody else killed.
That's right. Now come on, let's go home and make our hotel. Come on, we'll even go with your cannon theme.
We live in a palace that's full of people that sleep. Why can't we just go there?
I suppose a hotel would be a good way to get away from the paparazzi every now and then, too.
But why? It's pointless. It's like going to a hotel in the town you live in.
You'd be surprised how many people do that.
Well, then they're idiots then.
Well, some people just want to get away from it all.
Then just go to another city.
But that may be more expensive.
So it makes more sense than just going like next door to a bloody hotel.
You'd be surprised, especially if you need private time with a special someone.
Just tell people to not go in a certain room or tell them to bugger off. It's your house after all.
You'd be surprised how that doesn't always stop the paparazzi.
Well, tell the paparazzi to piss off. And if they don't piss off, I'll gladly introduce them to my special power.
Your shotgun?
Okay, that will be my first resort. My second resort will be my dragon form.
Oh, it would be the first time we've seen your dragon form in a while.
Yeah, how come I don't use it that often?
I was just about to ask you the same thing.
Well, Lofty, maybe you should be saved for times of great need, considering it's with great power comes great responsibility. after all.
You know, Mr. Pedro, that kind of thing is a typical excuse for a writer. Is it? Oh no, it's only for emergencies, but actually, it's if I do it, it would end the story.
I mean, you don't get much bigger things in emergency than the potential end of the world.
No, Evan, Evan, I know something that's far worse than that.
What?
We run out of bread.
How's your dragon form gonna solve that?
How does that relate?
It's simple. Oh, without bread, we can't eat, can we?
Yes, but
Well,
how is your
there's
dragon
you
form going to
realize
solve that, though?
You realize that we can eat other stuff aside from bread, right?
That's
I forgot what's the actual English quote. I think it's something
that's
along the line of not only bread the man lives, or something like that.
Off of bread and cheese.
But that's the problem. But that's the problem.
Wait, is that how it is in the English version of the Bible?
But that's the problem, guys. When Tani got into some mischief and she made Evan sign a decree banning any food that isn't bread on days ending in Y.
Oh my god, I actually put Leander in my party.
Anyway, Oliver. Sorry.
Yeah.
Anyway,
The point is we need to build this thing.
the reason,
Oliver?
well, that's the thing.
That's
Jova.
a good
When we
question.
Jova, here's the thing. When we get the Wizard's Companion martial method, the best party in the game, at least to me, is Evan, Roland, and Leander, because both
Spellcasting.
Spellcasting, because Wizard's Companion is the best martial method in the game, and
So,
it's key to getting through a lot of floors in the Solazium Slog.
sorry, Tawny, you've been replaced.
Yeah, bad luck, Tani. But that's what you get for making Evan sign bullshit decrees.
Well, technically, we can also have her be the spell. Remember, Jova, everybody can be. It's just that unfortunately, each party member.
Normally usefulness is the fact that she's the only other party members, unlike Evan, that actually has a resurrection spell. So if you somehow run out of reviving items, you can use that.
But if you want to get like the most optimum stats for
thing
the time
is-
being, it sounds like you gotta go with the
thing-
natural-born spellcasters.
The thing is that while Evan has the strongest light spell in the game, Leander has the strongest dark spell in the game, even Star. So there you go. The New Moon Room.
Rooms.
It's the New Moon's rooms.
Looks like the Adams family house.
They're creepy and they're kooky, mysterious and spooky.
Pay a visit to Evermore's first hotel, the New Moon Rooms. Take a trip to Dreamland and meet the Conductor again. What could he want from you next?
Seriously, Evan, this is the color scheme you
Oh,
want.
someone has posted something
But
on
don't
the
you
book.
see, Lofty?
Jova.
Always wanted to visit Evermore, but never had an excuse? Well, now you can stay in the lap of luxury at the New Moon Rooms. The proprietor of the decidedly old-school cat's cradle must be spitting hairballs with this swanky new kid on the block.
Oh, jeez.
Cat jokes. We love them.
Don't encourage this.
You know, I did always
Competition.
want to visit.
Doesn't sound like a bad spot for a break.
They'll need an upper souvenir game.
It's not the only hotel in the world, you know.
You wouldn't happen to work for one?
Okay.
The one he's advertising. Pretty sure that's against some rules.
Anyway, Lofty, considering the color schemes, don't you know, the house is a museum that people come to see.
Evan, it looks more like the Evermore dungeons.
Don't worry, it's actually beautiful on the inside. And it looks good on the outside. It's cool and dark on the outside, but lofty and comfortable on the inside. Get it? Lofty and comfortable on the inside.
Evan, have you heard about first impressions?
Honestly, first impressions are
Whoa.
good.
Well, this is the biggest waste of money ever.
What was in that inn?
Ooh, that
Welcome to
was
Tim
a
Burton
wonderful feeling.
So there you go. Apparently the inn takes us to Tim Burton Land.
Sure, why not?
Okay, the interior decorating
You built
is
it.
something.
Just as you said you would. Here I am, just as I promised. Not that I would miss it for the world. I dearly love our little meetings.
It's
Aww.
either this or we're still sniffing the glue that built this place.
Where are we? I suppose it must be connected to that house somehow, but... Well...
It's a special secret place that only those who stay at the New Moon Rooms can find. Let's call it the Midnight Garden.
Ah,
This is very Tim Burton, though, yeah.
What about the 1 o'clock garden?
Or the river in the
That's
dry
stupid.
land.
That doesn't roll off the tongue as well.
Yeah.
No, the 1 o'clock garden is where I go to sleep.
A
Yeah.
place from which people's hearts can be reached. The perfect base for a savior, in other words.
Oh, well, what about Kingdom Hearts?
I don't know what you're talking about.
Taken.
As I'm sure you know, people's hearts are what you make the world go round.
I thought it was
Thought it was
love.
Monday.
Also, Jova, the series itself doesn't know yet. We keep pumping up for each new title, but we don't know.
Even
Hey.
Evan's not sure.
Aw.
Oh, come now, it's obvious, isn't it? What sets every story in motion? What drives every event ever written about in the history book? It all starts with
Stupidity.
I thought it was drugs going off of Stephen
thought it was-
King.
I thought it was your
Okay,
brain.
I was trying to make this sound nice, but yes, what Tani said. Where did your desire to unite all the nations of the world under the declaration of, the declaration of independence come from, Evan? Why, from deep within your heart, of course.
Actually, it came from my future son telling me in my dreams.
Details, Evan, details. It's the interweaving of these desires and decisions, both great and small, that makes up the very fabric of our world.
By the way, don't tell Tawny yet.
But when all our memories, thoughts, and dreams commingle in one place, they combine to form something else. The strange and insubstantial worlds that can be visited from here.
Tell me what.
Nothing.
Nothing,
Whew,
Tani,
that was a
don't worry.
close one.
Now,
Good thing Batu isn't here to hear any of this.
Oh
to the task at
God.
hand.
Oh.
As you can see, there are a number of doors here in the garden. They are currently closed, but each leads to a memory.
Don't go in mine. It's private.
Well, actually, your backstory will be told later, just not in the memory lane. All I need you to do, my dear saviors, is step through those doors and find the high higgledies in the worlds beyond.
Oh boy, what drugs are they on?
They're the most powerful higgledies in the game.
So cocaine, got it.
Stamina boosters.
Yeah, a high higgledy, cocaine, marijuana.
Yeah, man. Is it taller than a normal one or something?
Well, kind of. I mean, yeah, Lofty's not wrong, actually. Not even well, I don't know, Conductor, I disagree. I higgledies are incredibly special and incredibly timid, born as they are from the most changeable and unstable of materials, human emotion.
Oh boy,
Whoa.
That's pretty unstable.
he's not wrong.
Exactly. They dwell in the deepest depths of our thoughts and memories. and
Oh,
make their
repressed
homes
memories.
in
Oh,
memory
oh
lanes,
joy.
much as do our other friends, the nightmares. So there
Oh,
you go, Shiro.
Wait,
It
when
turns
are
out
they
you-
our
you-
friends?
Somewhere deep down inside you, Shiro, you have a high higgledy in there.
Just be ready, Shiro. Basically, these entire set of rooms are basically one gigantic psychiatric session.
Oh
Yeah.
boy, I can't
Basically.
wait.
Oh
Basically.
joy.
What will happen if the nightmares continue to grow stronger, while the high higgledies continue? Whatever.
Would the nightmares try and hit the high higgledies?
Well, it is a possibility, yes, Evan. Exactly. Yours is every bit as sharp a mind as I had hoped.
So what happens then?
Well, I'm guessing...
We're screwed.
Yeah, what Lofty said. That works. All of which leads us to my request. I need you to make full use of the power of the Wizard's Companion and bring the Nightmare's reign of terror to an end.
Sounds like it could be some good exercise.
Indeed.
Hang on. We ain't gonna let you just throw in something like that without a bit more explanation. You're calling us saviors. Makes me think this ain't gonna be a walk in the park.
Well, why
Sorry.
did you think I picked you then?
Because we're expendable.
Did you expect me to just pick any random?
Oh,
But of course it matters of the heart rarely are. After all, I certainly wouldn't dream of asking this of anyone who hadn't proved themselves worthy of the Wizard's companion.
Let me guess.
with this
You're-
camera
I
angles.
just like to
Yeah.
imagine that the party
Let me
is
guess.
slowly
You're
leaning
the
in
bad guy.
towards him.
Remember, Teo, this, unlike the first game, this game has been directed by Hino, and Hino is propping up the creepy factor on this guy.
Again, I just
In
like
fact,
to
I couldn't-
imagine.
Well, and only those who have signed the pledge are able to acquire the keys for these doors, after all.
I just like to imagine that the cast is slowly leaning in towards him. Closer, closer, closer. Too close.
The materialized spell. Thanks, Conductor.
Golly, a new spell. What does it do?
Test it on Lofty.
That's a good idea.
I can turn thoughts into objects. Keys, to be precise. I can
Well,
do
you're
it
the one who
myself.
decided
okay,
to
okay,
Let's
never
see.
mind.
So
Don't test it
turning
on
Lofty
Lofty.
into a key, bazing!
Unfortunately, it doesn't work, Evan, because Lofty is not a thought. He's already got a physical.
Yeah, yeah. On the other hand, he's...
materialization properties of Loaf of Life are based form mainly of the insight spell. So there you go. You actually mixed 3 spells that are actually from the Wizard's Companion.
We're all very imp. Tell us about these keys.
Also, part 2 is here. Huh.
Oh snap.
Oh, of course.
When I said explain stuff, I didn't mean really be the bloody thesaurus.
Yes, the keys. It's really the simplest thing to call them, but they're not the kind of keys you can pop in your pocket. They are locuses of power formed in places where a heavy concentration of memories has accumulated.
So basically special beams of light that we gotta collect.
You see, thoughts and feelings only exist inside our minds. They gather in the places people inhabit. Water as memory, blah, blah, blah. Yeah. In the spell I just taught you can be used to give form to such thought clusters, as you might call them.
So if we turn those clusters into keys, we can open these doors.
Exactly. And then all you need to do is enter the memory lanes that lie behind and then retrieve the High Higgledies. There are 6 doors in total, and 6 High Higgledies. I do hope you'll be able to help them all.
Gotta help them all. And of course we will. We'll save them from those horrible nightmares. Come on, everyone. What was with that
Saga of
ominous
the
pause
Saviors.
there?
The Saga of the Saviors. No, don't worry, Evan. It's just me being creepy, as usual.
Hang on, we don't know where any of these thought cluster thingies are yet, do we? Get the clue a bit first.
Let me guess, they're behind the doors.
Oh, but of course. A few likely locations have drifted to me in the dreams I have visited.
Better hope it's not your bloody perverted thoughts.
Don't worry. And one in particular stands out. A place home to sprites. And not just a few.
What,
Very
chordrecords.net?
No, sprites says in Higgledies. So let's think about it, Jova. What place in this game is full of Higgledies? A place where a lot of Higgledies are.
Ah, that place. Home to sprites, you say? I'm guessing that means Higgledies. And where will we find lots of them? The Higgledy and Evermore, perhaps?
Well, that too, yes, but it's nowhere nearby, I'm afraid. No, you'll find it in a little house that's far from anyone and anywhere.
That place where we first met what's her name and what's her
Auntie
name?
Martha, yeah.
Auntie
A
Martha.
little out of the way spot, is it?
Yep, I'm guessing that's the place.
Very good, Jova. Yes, go there and try casting Materialize. You'll soon find what you were looking for, I'm sure.
Well, at least the
First
nightmares
Higgledy.
can't find us here.
Bloody hope so.
Alright then. The Midnight Garden. The Midnight Garden is the mysterious realm where you'll find the 6 doors that lead to the memory lanes inside, which hide the High Higgledies you need rescuing. So get rescuing, dude. You can also return to the house where you found the Wizard's Companion, or test your mettle by entering the non-stop battleground of the Solazzium Slog. So let's do that. Let's visit the... Now, I can understand your interest in that door, but it isn't one to be stepped through lightly. The Solazzium Slog lies in the other side.
How bad could it be?
It's the hardest thing in this game.
The what?
Yes. The moment you step through the door, you'll be set upon by hordes of monsters, and thanks to those awful nightmares, they'll be even more troublesome than usual.
Let me guess, they'll be there even after we've solved our quest.
Well, yeah, it's an optional thing, so yeah.
Forces of evil preside over there.
Exactly. Solazzium Slog is what you might call a dream, by which I mean a very bad dream of endless battle. A heady parade of opponents driven wild by the darkness.
Nah, I play Kingdom Hearts 2. That stuff's actually awesome.
But saviors as you are, I'm sure you wouldn't be too much for you to... I can't say that with a straight face.
Oh yeah, tried to write a lesson to give it a go, has it? Well, it worked. Come on, Evan, man. Let's get slogging.
Wait, don't I got a say in this?
No.
Lofty, that's not becoming a
Take part
catchphrase,
in
by
a
the way.
non-stop series of unbridled battles. You can earn better rewards by taking on tougher opponents and dispatching them at high speed. AKA, basically, in order to you can actually get a rank at the end of each battle. So, if you want to get an S rank for the best rewards, you need to beat them. Not only beat them, but get them fast as they go. In order to get the S rank for this one, you have to beat it under 60, which is pretty easy because the first one allows you to. Basically, another thing about the Solazim slog is that you don't get to pick your difficulty. The game picks the difficulty for you depending on which floor you are. So you don't get to abuse the normal mode to get through it. Sorry.
Well, I decree we won't be going to the Solazim slog yet.
Later, I'm not gonna show. I'm not gonna show it. Because I'm only gonna show the first floor because it's just battles. It's not. There's nothing all that much interesting to show outside. Just in terms of watching it.
So no cutscenes like the Coliseum in Final Fantasy 13 too.
No, it's a gameplay driven thing. Anyway, let's visit the house. Why not? Since he told us we can.
So we can now, for sure, be safe.
If you want to return, just talk to the conductor. Ready to leave this lovely family home, are you? Very well, leave it to me. Just say the word and I'll take you back to the Midnight Garden. Hehe.
Do you not get hot in that mask?
No, I don't.
Are you even sure it's a mask, Evan, at this point?
What makes you think it's a mask, Heaven?
Because your mouth doesn't move.
Dun, dun,
Well,
dun.
That's a good point.
Well, what makes you think I need a mouth to speak?
Everyone needs a mouth to speak. It's the simple matter
Sonic
of
06 would
physics.
disagree.
Well, Sonic 06 is no longer canon. Checkmate.
All right, everybody.
It is as of generations.
All right, everybody. Starting next part, it's time for backstory marathon.
Pretty much.
First in the charge, Auntie Martha's backstory. So, see you then.
See ya.
Alright, see ya.
See ya.
Bye.